RBL Weekly back on the air. Pat Barker, Roast Battle League Commissioner, joined
Frank Castillo, Roast Battle Champ.
by Frank Castillo. The champ is here. Sarah Keller feeling a little under the weather today, so she is going to she's taking a week off.
Good.
But you're the perfect co-host for this show because we are going to cover the final new entrant into the Roast Battle universe, the 10th official team, city, club, whatever you want to say, in the Roast Battle League, Denver.
Yeah.
Now, this is a city that you and I have a great Roast Battle memory in.
Yes.
We actually did a show at the Comedy Works in Denver years ago. Amazing club, amazing show.
It was my bachelor party.
It was your bachelor party.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. One of the most fun battles I ever had against Doug Fager. You were judging. And yeah, it was like your bachelor weekend. And I remember we rented an Airbnb and there were like 8 of us and 2 beds.
It was
and
terrible.
I was sleeping on the
It
floor.
was great.
And one of the best weekends of my life.
Altitude thickness.
Oh, Doug hit me with the Pat suffers from altitude thickness.
Which I think is now in the lexicon of Denver, Colorado.
If it's not, it certainly
It's
should be.
so good.
It's
I remember
unreal.
he said it,
Yeah.
and everyone laughed, and then everyone laughed again, and then like it just kept having layers and waves of laughs because like people just they were like, how did no one think of that?
A ripple effect.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Right now, there's somebody from Denver screaming, like, I've been saying altitude thickness since 1994. Relax. It was the first time we heard it. It was
She
pretty
got
good.
that altitude thickness. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so good.
So the Denver roast battle scene, the funny thing is I played Denver last April, and I was sort of sniffing around, as the commish. I'm like, what's going on? What's the roast battle scene like? And I talked to a few comics, and they were like, oh, yeah, there's no roast battle scene out here. Nobody does it. Everybody's too sensitive out here. And I said, it's a shame because this would be a great city for it. It's a great comedy city. And then I get hit up out of the blue a few months later like, hey, we have a roast battle in Denver. Would you look at it? And I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Absolutely, yeah.
So spent a few months watching some of the battles. Great stuff in this really like interesting kind of venue. They have some characters, and what they've done is sent us the 5 best battles of last year. I don't know that I've seen any of these before. I want to go into these things, sort of unprepared and enjoy it kind of in the moment.
All right, perfect. Let's go.
Okay, so the number 5 battle features a classic staple in the roast battle world. We've seen it before. Makes me uncomfortable every time. The significant other battle.
Yeah.
Husband versus wife, boyfriend versus girlfriend. I'm not sure what the case is here, but these are they are actively in a couple, perhaps not for long.
I think there's a curse where it's like any couple that battles eventually breaks up.
I think the stats would bear that out. We're gonna have to dig deep on that, but I think you might be right. This is Sean Began versus Bailey Tyler. Let's check it out.
Wide right, you know how it goes. Best of 5 jokes. I've got Bailey Taylor going first on this one. Put some energy in the room for these two.
Alrighty, I have been seeing Sean for 5 years, but he is blind in one eye, so he's been seeing me for half that. Sean thinks that he is unique, which is how you know he is really half blind, because he looks like every other male comic. In fact, I see 20 other guys here that look like him tonight. Thank you.
Bailey Tyler doesn't have an OnlyFans you want. She has an OnlyFans account you can afford. Thank you. By the way, her name is Tyler, not Taylor. I know it's forgettable.
Sean's an artist, which is a cute way of saying that, yes, I am the breadwinner. In fact, I run our household. Any tour schedules, any show dates, anything like that, I'm in charge of. Sean is such a ditz that he would lose his head if it was not attached to my clit.
Good. All right. So Bailey is a redhead, and people will always go, hey man, does the carpet match the drapes? And I have to be like, I don't know, do the drapes have dead ends and the carpet a slut in college? I know. Thank you.
Is my divorce lawyer here, please? Okay. Sean's comedy is like a Blockbuster store. Netflix will not return his phone calls. Sean looks like his Native American name would be Is Running the Light. Sean has mastered that comedy equals loud yelling plus punchlines. He's just missing one thing from that equation, and it is not his vocal volume.
Hey, I'm gonna look at you while I say this. Bailey's comedy's like DiGiorno pizza. There's no delivery. Thank you.
Can we be done? Can we, Austin? The first time that Sean and I hit it raw, I thought, oh, I can't wait to have your abortion. Not father material.
Bailey looks like an alien imitating a hot girl. Her comedy's dark like her eyebrow dye.
Sean knows his way around a gym like he knows his way around women. He has not picked up either in like 3 years.
It's hard fucking the Wendy's mascot.
Okay, so first of all, two things. Number one, I can't find her OnlyFans anywhere. He said it was affordable. I can't find it. I have an extra $4 a month to spare. You know,
exactly. Yeah, it's for that. It's the price of a Frosty at Wendy's.
Oh my God, dude! They wrote. So my thing is, I think she wrote for that battle. Like, I want to do this, have a good time, and still be in a relationship after.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't have the guts to break up with this girl, so I am just going to batter her to the point where hopefully she will be uncomfortable and leave.
He was like, these are all the things I've wanted to say in our relationship for the past 5 years, and I can finally now say it without getting in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, my God, she was just going in with like cutesy, like, hey, he's not a very good comic.
Yeah.
And he was just like, she's a slut. She's a slut and she's ugly. I mean, my God, dude.
Bro, he was battling her like he was like, I want to be on Comedy Central more than I want this relationship to work out.
100. And by the way, if you're going on Comedy Central, and we had a couples battle on Comedy Central, even then I was like, I don't know if I would do this, but I got it. It's like they're battling in a literal bar.
Yeah, that they frequent.
Yeah.
I love the joke where he talked about her comedy's as dark as her eyebrows, because that's one of those things of like, you wake up, you go to your bathroom as like someone who's in a relationship, and you see her eyebrow dye, and you know he was like, he just like kept that in his
saving it for a rainy day.
Oh my God, so funny.
I hope one day I have an opportunity to bring this up in front of a crowd full of strangers.
Yeah,
like
and he was like, yeah.
The one where he, in one joke, said that her hair had split ends and she was a slut in college.
So fucking funny.
My God, dude. That was vicious.
Yeah, it was like 2 comics entered, 1 comic left, and the other one became a manager for that other comic.
Yeah, that was I did like her second joke.
She had great jokes.
First of all, when she started off with like he would lose his head if it wasn't attached to my clit or whatever, and then like the whole angle about like her being the breadwinner in the relationship and everything, I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
I
like,
don't know.
fuck your bread.
Yeah, exactly. My God. Vicious, good start from Denver. Exactly what we're looking for. And by the way, I think the name becoming Roast Battle Denver is a major upgrade from the Cruelty Carnival of Crusade or whatever the thing is. That was the one thing when they hit me up. I was like, all right,
You gotta change
we gotta change that name.
It's always fun to see the names that people come up with that aren't roast battle. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I mean?
tough.
Yeah.
I respect the people who at least try though.
Yeah.
Because there's so many other cities who are just like, I don't know, we'll call it the battle roast, and it's like, you motherfuckers,
Yeah.
how dare you?
Roast beef, which is pretty great.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, Cruelty, Carnage Crusade. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
We hardly knew ye. All right, battle number 4 right now. They have some interesting storylines in Denver. This one, I haven't watched it yet, but the notes are sent to me. This is Liv Carter versus Noah CL. Liv Carter is non-binary, and Noah CL is 14 years old.
Holy shit.
Which I think makes him by far the youngest competitor in roast battle. I mean, that wouldn't even be allowed in venues in a lot of other cities. Here it is.
You know, Muhammad Ali once said, there are no jokes. The truth is the greatest joke of all. Which is why I get excited whenever Noah does all of his suicide bits.
Whoa, okay. Coming from the person with a shirt that has a band on it that I'm too young to know. Liv and I are both part of the LGBTQI whatever community. Thank you. We do it for the attention, so that's great to know. I feel like, I don't know. Oh shit, what's the joke? Oh yeah, okay. I feel like you look like both the male and the female dolls on top of the wedding cake that a bakery would refuse to serve you.
You know, Noah, I'm really excited that you could make it out tonight, but I'm confused because if you're here, who's getting shot at the local middle school?
All my friends. Liv, you look like a cross between non-binary Justin Bieber and non-binary Justin Bieber. I couldn't think of two. I don't know. Okay. Shut up. Fuck you. Whatever.
I used to feel sorry for Noah because he's definitely gonna die in the climate crisis. And then I saw his stand-up, and I stopped recycling.
Liv looks like a classic, like liberal agnostic person. Liv, you might be like the first agnostic suicide bomber. Like Greta Thunberg.
For the first few months that Noah did stand-up, he always performed in a mask, which is the only time that Noah and mask will ever be used in the same sentence. It's a gay joke. Gay people!
Is this the last one? Or no? 2 more. Okay, fuck. Okay. So Liv is, believe it or not, Liv is actually white. Liv is very, very pale, probably from being in the closet for so long. Liv, you're so pale you look like a necrophiliac's love child.
It's very hard to roast someone who's so much younger than you, but if I know anything about gay culture, this is not the last time that Noah will be topped by someone who's twice his age.
Okay. South, and your father was a pastor, yeah? Okay. We didn't consult on any of these jokes at all. But Liv turned out to be, like, not religious, you know? Fucking way to have a differing perspective on religion than your parents, you bag of shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great. It was a real. I mean,
you bag of shit.
Props to the 14-year-old doing stand-up, but like every other teenager, they did not do their homework very well.
Oh my god, yeah, the jokes. Like the comic, underdeveloped.
Shout out the Meth Syndicate shirt. I loved it. It was definitely. I love the Colorado school shooting joke. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But
so was his response.
Yeah, the great response.
Who's getting shot in a middle school right now?
All
my friends.
Oh my god.
He was so comfortable on stage for a 14-year-old. I can't imagine doing comedy, let alone roast battle as a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
My God.
I mean, most of the time they're doing drag shows at that age, so it's pretty cool to see them roast battling. It was. I liked it. It was good. Definitely want them to do more of it. It is crazy to see how bad the career of one of the kids from Stranger Things has happened. You know what I mean?
I have literal tears in my eyes. First of all, I really enjoyed, and I'll get to it more in a minute, but Liv's joke writing was exceptional.
Very fun.
Exceptional.
Right.
When these new cities come along, like I feel like every episode I see one or two people where I'm just like,
I am a fan of you.
You are fucking great. Yeah.
I'm a fan of
I'm
you.
a fan. I've seen you once, and I'm a fan. That joke writing was outrageously good. I really respect that. But I also respect Noah's strategy of just having nothing. And then at the end of the jokes, he just kind of gives this reaction like, what do you want from me? I'm fucking 14.
Yeah.
I don't know what jokes are. What am I even doing here?
Yeah. I can barely count.
He was so likable. And he lost, clearly.
Yeah.
Liv was on another planet joke-wise. It was really, really, really good.
They're going to get on JFL in no time.
It wouldn't be an episode if Frank didn't bring up some bitter thought about JFL. Every time the JFL things go out, I expect a status update from Frank where it's like, oh, I'm just over here making money doing comedy. You love dunking on the fucking JFL people.
Well, because it's also like, I don't see them in clubs most of the time. You know what I mean? They're not
when are you going to get a chance to talk your shit?
You know what I mean? And it's like anytime I go to like one of the auditions, they're like, this is my first time here. And I'm like, yeah, we know. And you're fucking playing a piano. So enjoy Canada. Fuck.
This is too fun, man. This is too fun. I love this. The joke about like he's gonna die in the climate crisis, but then I saw a stand up and I stopped recycling is just so good. The only joke I didn't got a big reaction, and then Liv specifically confirmed like, oh, that was for the gay people, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Then it was probably like a great joke. You know,
and man, it's crazy to find out you're gay if you got it. You know what I mean? You're just like, wait, I got it. Oh my God! This is how they get you with humor.
That's how I find out. I really just so much fun. Something about Noah just showing up.
Yeah,
and
you
being
like him when they're 14. I get it.
You look like. He said you look like non-binary Justin Bieber mixed with non-binary Justin Bieber, and then you just went, I don't know. Did not study for the test at all, and I came out of battle wanting to see both of them another 10 times.
Yeah.
Eventually, Noah's gonna have to write a joke.
Of course, yeah.
But
he can't skate on his fucking good looks.
He can get another
adorable, look at me, I'm cute.
I loved it. That was so much fun. The next battle, they have their work cut out for them because it won't be as ridiculous as that. I don't think. But then again, maybe I'm wrong because there's a guy in it named Spaghetti Jake.
Versus Jake. Regular Jake.
No. That's the second Spaghetti Jake battle on the countdown. We're not there yet.
Wait. God damn it. All right, go.
We have multiple Spaghetti Jake battles coming up.
How much spaghetti is this guy eating?
I don't know his spaghetti intake. I know he must be a roast battle monster because he's on the number 1 and number 3 battle. This is number 3. This is Spaghetti Jake versus Evan Joe. And it says right here, Let's see. This was the first title match. Okay, they sent us notes. It said the winner will be crowned the owner of the Young Club. I don't know what that means. Sounds like some Epstein shit.
Yeah,
Not a fan of it. But this was also the first title match in Denver. Number 3, Spaghetti Jake versus Evan Joe. Here it is.
Yeah. Spaghetti Jake looks like he reaches over the sneeze guard to give his Subway order. You know, just like, no vegetables.
Oh, real smart coming from Charlie in the Xanax factory. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Augustus Gloop would know about that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Evan looks like the only school shooter who could do a kickflip. I mean, how do you look like both the Columbine shooters at the same time, dog? Columbine would have been better off with you as a shooter because we know your ass wouldn't have stepped foot in that library.
You wouldn't have fit through the doors of the library, so that's okay. If you guys are familiar with Spaghetti Jake's act, you might know that he has both a porn addiction and erectile dysfunction. Yeah, which kind of makes him a fraud because real spaghetti stays hard when it's in a box.
I get nervous. All right, speaking of other people's act, I'm gonna take one of Evan's jokes and make it better. I hate Evan. He's a bad guy. Last year he gave a bunch of comedians COVID-19 and people were freaking out. Not me. I'm just glad he was spreading a disease that wasn't chlamydia. You filthy four-eyed ferret.
All right. Jeez, man. Doesn't mean much coming from a guy with a punch card at the hospital, but I'll take it. Now, actually, a few years back when Spaghetti Jake broke his leg, the doctors had to put him in a wheelchair. And that's because beatboxing is the only crutch he's not too fat to use. All right, he beatboxes usually.
I'd rather beatbox than get beat by my dad.
Hey, maybe if your dad beat you, you wouldn't still be sleeping on his couch. So... saying.
Holy shit.
Evan used to sneak out of high school to do magic tricks on 16th Street, which is ironic because now he sneaks into high schools to make virginities disappear.
I didn't care for that one. Spaghetti Jake recently won Comedy Works' thick skin competition. He did, yeah. Which actually makes him 2-0, because he also won the county fair's thickest skin competition. Yeah. He wanted to win the watermelon seed distance competition, he just couldn't bear the thought of spitting out food. Yeah. But his mom is a prize-winning pig, so... That was county unfair, that last one. I'm sorry.
Okay. Evan looks like a malnourished Big Bird, which brings me to the letter of the day. S, which can stand for suicide, which is what his grandma did after hearing one of his rap songs.
That's true, actually. All right.
Final round. Fight.
Spaghetti Jake is a romantic. He is. He actually named himself after the spaghetti from Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, he did. Because he likes getting sucked on by dogs.
I love my dog.
Too much.
Shout out. Oh my God. Okay. I'm sorry for this one.
I forgive you.
Top 3 things Evan's girlfriend would rather do than hang out with his annoying ass. Number 3, get drunk by herself. Number 2, get drunk at a bar. And number 1, I don't know, man, give her some space.
Yo, that battle was all over the place.
Dude, I love it. I'm a huge fan of Spaghetti Jake now. And by the way, when the video started playing and you just look at the two guys, I did not think Spaghetti Jake was the guy on the left.
The same exact thought. My favorite part of the battle was the 2 seconds of tension where we wondered which of these guys is Spaghetti Jake. And we both thought it was going to be the other guy for sure.
Yeah, no, it's fucking Ferret Top. You know what I mean?
The fact that the guy named Evan looked like that and the guy named Spaghetti looked like normal was, oh my God.
So funny.
By the way, nothing more Denver than having a rapper versus a beatboxer and they look like that.
Oh
like,
my God, dude. Disgusting.
That is just a nightmare.
Fun. With all this videos and stuff we've been getting, it really does, like, as someone who's been in this for a while, especially just roast battle, it feels great watching the scene. Like, I thoroughly enjoy all these people jumping into it and, like, all these different characters because it, like, I don't know, man, it just makes me feel like, oh, the kids are safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I mean, characters is a great word for it because, like, we've seen so many different, like, styles and everything like that. And, you know, I haven't laughed this hard at a roast battle, like, lineup in a long time because I feel like it's kind of formulaic at this point.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knows what they're doing and all this. And then to have, like, a new city come in and it's like, this kid's 14, you know, Liv is non-binary, this guy's named Spaghetti, this guy looks like he should be named Spaghetti. Like, it's just chaos, the couple battling.
Yeah.
Like, Denver is fucking insane.
Anytime I go to any city, it always feels great when I see local comics and they're just like, you want to see our version of, like, what, you know, the roast battle or whatever? And it feels like, I don't know, it feels cool where you're like, oh, yeah, this is like your Fight Club. This is sick.
Yeah, this is almost like backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
To a degree.
I fucking love it.
And
dude.
that sounds like an insult, but I swear to God, it's not. Like, I'm having so much
if
fun
you
watching
love
this.
wrestling, you fucking love backyard wrestling.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's that raw shit.
Dude, I had a trampoline federation when I was in high school. Hell yeah. Of course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But no, this was great. I want to say I always get bummed out as a writer when somebody crafts a perfectly written joke and it doesn't hit. The spaghetti stays hard in the box.
So good. So good.
You deserve better.
You deserve better
on that
Doug.
one.
Yeah.
I do think Spaghetti Jake, you know, controlled the battle kind of overall,
absolutely.
like personality-wise and everything like that. There was some really fun, like, back and forth there. The whole thing about, like, I'd rather beatbox than get beat by my dad, and it was like, if your dad beat you, maybe you wouldn't still be living on his couch.
So
like,
fucking funny, dog.
Good.
So good.
And you know what else I like? There was a chemistry, and we've seen a bunch of title matches in LA where, like, it's a title match. So all of a sudden, like,
We're not
fun,
friends.
Yeah, it gets weird and, like, competitive and
The belt's fake,
uncomfortable.
guys. You know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, still just have fun. And like, they seemed like they were having fun there. Although, I don't know if you caught this, but on Spaghetti Jake's closer, Evan did not seem to care for that one at all. Give her some space. That
So
seemed like
funny.
the kind of thing that, like, really hit him deep down,
Yeah,
where
he was
he
like-
made him look in the mirror and be like, man, fucking maybe
I should give her some space.
am I clingy? Am I clingy?
There's sometimes people hit you with something that you're just so not even like that you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I was at the club the other night and someone who was a friend of just someone else goes, they were like, what's your name? I was like, oh, my name's Frank. And they're like, Fred? And I go, no, Frank. And they're like, oh, okay. I thought it was Fred because you don't really, do you think you look like a Frank? And that shook my whole fucking world. I was just like, yes? And just the way I answered, I was like, oh, God, this bitch got me. She's like in my head about my own name.
And Frank's not even a cool enough name to have a panic attack over.
Yeah.
You know what I
She was
mean?
Like, you don't look like a Frank. I was like, what do you mean?
I thought you were gonna get hit by the other day. Digits had an Instagram story where he's like, if you're Mexican and you don't speak Spanish, you're not a real Mexican, fool. I'm like, oh, if Frank sees this.
Oh, you know, I couldn't even translate what he wrote, so I didn't even understand. You know what I mean?
Great title match. I am now very excited that there is another Spaghetti Jake battle coming up.
This makes me excited for the last one. But all right, we got one more.
Yeah, we got two more battles to go. Really fun stuff. This next one is described as Denver's #1 contender battling and two undefeated battlers. This is Adam Gillian, who came into this battle 6-0. The #1 contender going against Devesh Patel, who came in 3-0. So only one will walk out of here undefeated. Let's find out who.
Wow, thank you guys. I know Adam and me, we couldn't look more different, right? Like, I look like I have a job, right? Adam looks like he goes on online forums to tell people that I'm taking his job.
I could send you some articles, but anywho, yeah. When I accepted this roast, Devesh, he was saying, Adam, I'm gonna get you canceled on this roast battle, which I think that might have something to do with the fact that I'm a white guy from Alabama. He's Native American, but I will say, I do think the only thing that Devesh truly has the power to cancel is my unlimited LTE coverage.
This guy sounds like he does a commercial for unlimited LTE coverage, dude. Did you guys hear that? Listen, I know what you're thinking, all right? Adam and me, we couldn't look more different. Me, I look like I'm bad at sports, right? Adam, he looks like he's good at sports, while still somehow being bad at sports.
Yeah, did these big fucking cannons not give it away? No. But yeah, no, Devesh and I it's juxtaposition us two up here. It kind of looks like like To Catch a Predator, but I'm Chris Hansen.
All right, guys, I'll address the elephant in the room, Adam and me, we couldn't look more different. Me, I look like I graduated law school. Adam, he looks like he likes to tell people that his dad graduated law school. Hey, Adam, newsflash, you're from Alabama, all right? That just means that your dad's the only one in town who's missing less than 2 teeth.
All right. Oh, man. That's good. God, that made me forget what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, Devesh, you look like someone that I would mug if I needed a lot of Kohl's cash.
I carry Kohl's cash on me at all times. Guys, Adam actually started playing the guitar 3 years ago. He said that's because that's the only way he gets to practice fingering, now that he can't go to Beta Theta Pi parties anymore.
That's funny. Devesh played the clarinet when he was in high school, which made the transition into comedy really easy because he was so used to boring the shit out of people.
Clarinet's a beautiful instrument, folks. You ever heard it? You guys are fucking weirdos, dude. Wow. All right, last joke. Guys, because Adam grew up in Alabama, he actually argued with his school to get To Kill a Mockingbird back on the reading list. Yeah, he was like, guys, we're in Alabama, I can say the N-word in class if I want to.
Who did you talk to from my high school? Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God. God, this guy's good. Man. So, yeah, Devesh, he works in patents. He approves patents for a living, which makes a lot of sense now why my invention got rejected. It was called the Devesh Patel. It's a broom and dustpan that doubles as a douche.
All right, that battle was 88% great.
Yeah, they really kind of gassed out at the end. But also, it's so funny because they didn't address the elephant in the room, which was the height difference.
They look different. Was I the only one who picked up on that? It was weird.
I couldn't tell if he was really, really short or if he was really, really tall.
All of the above.
And the perspective, it was weird. I felt like I was looking at one of those weird perspective pictures.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Where it kind of fucks with you. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also the Chewbacca. I'm like, how tall is Chewbacca? I started doing that math in my head, and I was trying to piece it together. My official guesses are 5'4" and 6'7".
Yeah, it is one of those things where he's very short and he's very tall.
Yeah,
it was some weird what was it, the Century Man shit where it's that circle and the square and it shows you dimensions.
Oh, the
Leonardo da Vinci.
the perfect.
Yeah, the Millennial Man or whatever the fuck. Yeah. It was like that, but it was just what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, Adam Gilliand is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he has a bright future in either comedy or voiceover work. I mean, what a killer
Sorry, when you
voice.
said monster, I thought you meant like the Monstars in Space Jam.
That
I
also.
was like, oh, okay, yeah, I thought I recognized him.
That also. I really, the last one fell flat, but other than that, good diversity of jokes, kind of like, it
was a good
hit a lot
palate
of different topics.
cleanser for the next Jake and Spaghetti Jake.
I know. I needed a little spaghetti break. Something in the middle.
A little accoutrement.
Yeah, no, dude, I love this battle. I understand why Adam is undefeated. I understand why he's the number one contender. Quality joke writing. I think I figured out also my favorite thing about Denver is we've been watching all these different cities, and one thing that I think a lot of comics are struggling with are the non-written rebuttal, the off-the-cuff thing. I feel like they've been hitting on this show at about a 25% clip. Denver is hitting like 90%. When he was like, the clarinet is a beautiful instrument.
So funny,
Bro,
dude.
I lost my shit. That was incredible.
So funny. Some of those asides, it almost doesn't have to. There's this weird thing that I'm starting to see come where it's almost replacing the thank you
so
blah,
and
blah,
so,
blah,
yeah.
where it's just like an in the moment riff that isn't commenting. It's like a weird like. It's like dismissing, but like not like taking away everything. But like it was like clarinet's a beautiful instrument, which is like a comeback and a rebuttal, but in a different kind of way. We saw it with Joe when someone said that he was going to jump off a building, and he was like, "I don't have to worry about that because most buildings aren't wheelchair accessible."
Yeah.
And where it's just such a like it's a different kind of counter, and I like what I'm seeing
when it's well done. It's been so well done this episode.
Yes.
But we've been seeing so much of it, Sarah and I. Yeah. With like different cities where they are trying it every single joke,
and it's like it doesn't need
it's
it.
just not. Yeah, when you have a good one, go for it.
Yeah.
But and they are just nailing them. I also love just how Denver is all over the place in terms of the venue. At one point they have like fake flames. Now they have a Chewbacca in a Bills jersey. Like it makes no sense. Nothing about this city makes any sense.
Very
and I
Denver.
absolutely love it. This is completely unhinged, and I'm here for it. Congratulations to both of those guys. Excellent battle. Devesh had a couple of good ones, a little bit less consistent. I thought Adam was hitting them hard kind of the whole way through. But I did love the runner that Devesh had, which led to the third joke. All right, I'll address the elephant in the room. It was so good, so good. Really fun. This has been a really fun episode, and we close it off with who else but Spaghetti Jake.
I love it.
And if you're saying, who could possibly take down Spaghetti Jake? I don't know. How about non-Spaghetti Jake?
Regular Jake?
This is the Battle of the Jakes. This is a title match. This is Spaghetti Jake's first title defense after winning it earlier in the episode. This is Spaghetti Jake versus Jake to Pizza.
To Pizza?
To Pizza. Oh, my God. Spaghetti Jake versus Pizza Jake.
Spaghetti versus Pizza.
Italian battle. Let's go.
All right, we're going best of 5 jokes. I've got Jake to Pizza going first on this one. Put some energy in the room for these two. Spaghetti Jake, you look like you wore a WrestleMania t-shirt to your grandma's funeral. I never met my grandma. Jake Two Pizza's dad is a karate instructor, and his mom's a financial advisor, which is ironic because he looks like he cannot fight and that he has no money. His dad's a master in karate, and his mom's a master in screaming and calling for help. That was all just true. Spaghetti Jake looks like he strangled a dog to death trying to give it a hug. I love dogs. Jake's the coolest guy with autism that I know. He plays guitar, he smokes weed, but don't get this guy started about dinosaurs. Spaghetti Jake lost his virginity in the same place he loses most of his snack food, between 2 couch cushions. It's actually a crawl space. Jake's parents met at a Subway in Washington, D.C. I think it explains why he looks like both Jared and all the kids he molested.
No, they met on the subway, like the train. That's not better. I don't know why. Whatever. So, we all know Spaghetti Jake makes sick beats, right? No, sorry, I said that wrong. We all know Spaghetti Jake is sick with diabetes.
Too scared to get checked. You're the type to say that, type 2, okay. Jake's band. Jake's in a band, let's give it up for him. They made a song called I Just Want to Be Cool. I just want to kill myself after listening to that dog shit. You GoFundMe Ted Bundy.
Last jokes. Spaghetti Jake, or as I like to call him, the real Blimp Shady. Spaghetti Jake, as I like to call him, Peanut M&M. Also known as Marshmallow Mathers.
I ate a mile. Okay. I ate a mile and a half, actually. Jake went to college at Virginia Tech. He decided to give it a shot. As you can tell by the way he blinks, he got a degree in robotics.
That was good. I loved it. That was good. I loved every minute of it. Spaghetti Jake was good. The autistic kid was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was a good battle.
This is the first one where I'm going to ask you, who did you have in that one? I haven't even given a shit about who wins and loses. I've had so much fun.
That was actually really tough because what's his name? The guy on the left. Oh God, I blanked on his name.
Jake.
Jake. Yes.
Yeah.
Duh. They're both named Jake.
Oh, I thought you were doing a bit. You've really forgotten.
Now I'm autistic. He was really funny.
Yeah.
He had a lot of good jokes, and it was like it felt like they kept up with each other very well.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. That's split decision for me.
Yeah, super close. The winner was the crowd.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Spaghetti Jake missed a real opportunity. He nailed that autistic joke about don't get him started about dinosaurs.
Dude,
Incredible.
that was my favorite joke.
But then when he did the subway thing and autistic Jake was like, they actually met on a train, I was like, oh, Spaghetti Jake, jump in there and be like, he can't stop talking about trains. Something about trains. You're going to win the battle. Do it.
Yeah.
If you're battling an autistic guy, just wait for them to start talking about trains, and it's a guaranteed win. I love this. The fucking riffing, the way he flipped the fat Eminem jokes. I ate a mile.
So good, yeah.
Oh my God, that was really outstanding. I'm curious to know. I got to hit up Denver and be like, who won that? Mm-hmm. Who is the champ? Because I really enjoyed both of those guys.
Yeah, that was real good.
Yeah. Man.
Great
stuff.
Denver battles. I'm so excited to see what else comes from them. I'm very happy.
Yeah, my cheeks hurt. Like
I laughed.
Yeah. So good. So we officially have 10 cities in the league now.
Holy shit.
Maybe more to come. What was your main takeaway from Denver, our newest city?
That they really are having fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I think that's the thing with LA is everyone has that little extra air of like, oh, I'm trying to make it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's always that like, oh, you know what I mean? And I think that does affect how people battle and how people hold themselves as comedians, because we've seen it too. Like, you know, we're lucky to be friends throughout this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Some friendships don't carry over and stuff because people take it so seriously.
Yeah.
Whereas like the thing that I like the most is seeing all these new cities, like people are having fun and they're like young comics. And it reminds me of like when I first got into it, when it was like before the TV show, before all this, and it was like, that's what it was about. It was about like having fun, doing like just talking shit about your friends, and it's like it fills me up with like happiness to see it still happening. You know,
at its core, that's what this is supposed to be. When we all start doing it, there was no TV, there was no I don't even think anybody in like 2014 was getting into it thinking this is going to be the thing.
It was an open mic that we all just did for fun.
It was just so fun.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you get TV, and all of a sudden things get weird. And even if you're in like
you got this,
New
I
York,
didn't get this.
Yeah,
like,
and some of these other cities, it's like it almost like is they started it because they're like maybe we can use it as a springboard to something else. And then you get some of these other cities. I feel like we're far enough removed from Comedy Central now, where people are back to just kind of doing it for fun.
Yeah,
and that should be the way it is. I was talking to somebody about this the other day because we've had a few people in LA involved with the show who have lost their minds a little bit, for lack of a better term. They rail kind of like against the show in different ways, and I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about multiple people. And one of the common themes seems to be this guy got this out of it, or that guy got this out of it, and I didn't get this, or I didn't get what I thought I was going to get, or whatever. And it's like if neither of us ever got a job out of it, all of my best friends in LA are people that I roast battled.
Yeah.
I met all of my best friends through this show.
You look at my wedding, all friends from roast battles.
That's what I'm saying. It's this amazing community, and that's what I like seeing in the new cities, and I hope they don't lose that.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it's like, if you go in and this show never gives you any opportunities except for meeting lifelong friends
and
having some moments on that stage you'll never forget.
Yeah.
It's a fucking win.
I think about going to Japan, all those people that I met, all the scene that was out there and how fun. And it's like, I got into roast battle never fully expecting that this is going to be the thing that makes my career or becomes I truly got into it because it was just fun.
Yeah.
And I think if you go into it being like, I'm going to have fun, whatever this becomes is whatever it becomes. But if I can sit and lay my head down knowing that if nothing ever happens, at least I had fun.
Yes.
Then that's a win.
Yeah. I will talk about roast battles I had in 2016. I will talk about them when I'm a grandfather someday.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll talk about them the way like Hank Aaron tells his grandkids about like hitting the 715th home run.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we were in triple overtime. It was like, that's how it felt to us in that moment. It was so cool and fun.
And I also think, and this is something I talk about Moses all the time, and I don't think he's ever going to, I don't know if he understands it yet, but I don't think Moses will understand how important he is and how much he did and how this was created and how like really important he is to all of this until all of this is done and we're all old talking about it later. Because like Moses really is like, that guy is giving me so many opportunities.
Sure.
And I've turned them into, what they became. Same thing with Jeff and stuff. But it's like guys like that, it's like so influential. I don't think they'll understand how big this was until much later.
Well, he's also very sort of like humble and modest.
I think
if you try to tell him like how important he is to the thing, he will change the subject. Like he doesn't want to hear it, which is great.
So great.
Hollywood frankly needs more people like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So shout out to Brian Moses.
Love
we
you,
appreciate
Moses.
you.
You're the fucking best.
You're the man. And thank you for creating this world. And when I say world, I literally mean it now. We're international. We are all over the world. Man. We are now in 5 different countries across 4 different continents. Just amazing stuff. So excited to be part of it.
Pillar of comedy, dog.
Yeah, so excited to have all the new cities involved. So excited they don't have to call themselves the Carnival of Crusading Carnage or whatever anymore.
The CCC.
Welcome to the League, Denver. Amazing first episode. Excited to see what you guys do.
Congrats, guys.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back next week with more. Oh, also February 16th, our next event at Jam in the Van.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 Jam in the Van events could not have gone better. It's a great partnership with those guys. Please follow them on Instagram at Jam in the Van. The roast battle clips on there. Thank you guys for watching them because they are doing numbers.
Blowing up.
They are blowing up. It's very, very cool. The beginning of a good relationship with those guys over there.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah. So February 16th will be the next one. If you're in LA, get tickets to that. If not, wait for the videos to drop. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you filling in for Sarah Keller.
Thank you, Masonics, for letting us do this.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.